morning, welcome to the vlog. Today is Saturday, which means tomorrow is a work day. I will be working long days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's lunchtime already. Yesterday we ordered Jollibee, so we have some chicken left over. So I'm just gonna heat that up with some rice. And that will be our lunch for today. Good morning, everybody. Today is September 1 and it's a Monday, so we are working. Someone asked me in TikTok how I became a NICU nurse, and I thought maybe we can talk about it while I get ready. A little background: I had a 1-year experience back home, 2 years in total. So 1 year in pediatrics and 1 year in the NICU. So I graduated 2014. I became a nurse 2015, the following year. I was moved involuntarily to the NICU. At first, I didn't like it, obviously, because when I graduated, I wanted so badly to work in the OR, as we call it in the Philippines. Here, they call it theater. So I decided to apply to an agency, messaged them in Facebook asking if they have openings for a NICU nurse in the UK. And then they said, yeah, an employer is actually coming. They had an entrance exam, which was basically like a drug calculation test. I passed. You have to do an interview with a matron. So she came to the Philippines and she interviewed us. I was very nervous, of course, because I was thinking maybe I will not be able to understand, how she talks, because I was scared of the British accent. To be honest, if you're not really used to it, sometimes it does have its own challenges. And I remember my case. I think it was a situation about neck or necrotizing enterocolitis. If you're a NICU nurse, you know what I'm saying. It was more of like a case-based scenario kind of interview, what you're gonna do if the baby presents like this. So luckily I passed that. So after that, they gave me 6 months to complete all of my requirements. Main requirements if you're coming to the UK is the English test. So I took the IELTS and I took another prerequisite, which was the CBT, computer-based test. After I passed that, I went ahead and completed all my paperwork. They formally told me, okay, you've got your sponsorship letter, we're ready for you to come. I had to work with the agency a lot so that I could complete all the paperwork. Went to Manila to do the tuberculosis test because that's also a prerequisite. I came here October 2017. First time you come here, even if you're a nurse in the Philippines and even if you've already passed all those exams, there is this one last thing that you need to pass before you become a registered nurse here in the UK. So they call it OSCE. It's like a clinical/written exam. We have different bands here when it comes to nursing. So the higher the band, the higher the position. If you become a registered nurse, you will be a band 5. Before passing the OSCE, I was a band 3 nurse. So I had about 3 months to prepare for the OSCE. January 2018, I took it. Working in the neonatal unit here is a bit different from neonatal unit I was exposed to in the Philippines. I went ahead and started my NICU nurse journey. I started in special care. It's a special care course wherein the unit pays for you to go to university for a couple months. 2018, I was mostly working in special care. These are mostly like feeding and growing babies. The course I was talking about, we had a special care high dependency unit course. And in high dependency, this is where you look after babies on CPAP. I will expand on these things in a proper video, but I will just give you a gist. After a year, I decided to level up and go to another course so that I can work in ITU. Intensive care unit here is called ITU. So I went to uni again for another 6 months. I had doubled up shifts in ITU as the course was going on. That's when I learned how to be an ITU nurse. It was so much learning. I tell you, I've been here for 8 years and up to this day, there's so much things I need to learn. But the journey itself is very rewarding and it makes you feel empowered that you're not doing things just because you're told to do them, but you actually understand what you're doing and you have a voice. There's so much to say and I'm running late. It's 7:35, so we will continue this conversation next time.